Okay, so you're here today to get your hearing aids, and here they are. Are you excited to have them?
Yes.
Okay, or is this the color you were looking for? Okay, so this is kind of what they're going to look like, and there's a little dome piece on the end that will go in your ear, and this will sit over your ear. But before we start any of the testing, do you have any questions for today for me?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to just take a quick peek in your ears before we get started. Okay, they look great. Awesome. All right. So now we can start some of the tests. Sound good?
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to speech map on the VeriFit 1, and the first thing I'm going to do is I have my patient set and ready to go. I have everything already calibrated, the test box and the on-ear microphones, and my hearing aids have already been connected to the Phonak software. And the first thing I'm going to do is put these on my patient and run a feedback test. So your left. So I'm going to put the hearing aid on her. And these wires are a little long, but that's okay for this lab. And I'm going to put the other. Okay. So now, before I speech map, I'm going to let my patient know. You're going to hear a series of beeps. If they get too loud, let me know. Just sit quiet through that, okay?
What should I say when?
Just quiet. Ready? Okay, now that feedback test is done, I can start speech mapping so my patient can have her hearing aids. Okay, so now for the next step, I'm going to place these on-ear probes on your ears. And this shouldn't hurt at all. And let me do it to the other ear. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to place the probe tubes in my patient. This might tickle a little, but I'm going to place this probe. And since this is a pediatric patient, but she can do on-ear speech mapping, I just need to be careful that I'm not going too deep. All right, we are in there quite well. And let's do the other ear. And now we have that set up. So on my VeriFit, I have already done what I need to do to start RECD. So now I have the probe ready, and I'm going to start in the right ear, and I'm going to measure real ear. Or the left ear, my bad. Let's stick this in. Are you all good? Okay. So now I'm going to measure real ear. And here are her results. And I'm going to click continue. And now I'm going to switch to the left. Okay, now I'm going to take this out while keeping the probe in. And I'm going to do this on her right ear. Okay, now I'm going to measure real ear. Wow, you have a really weird ear canal on this side. All right. And now that we have our results, I'm going to take this out of your ear. And the next thing I'm going to do is put the hearing aids on you. So give me one moment. Okay, now we're going to start speech mapping. I have everything set up for her to speech map. And I will first place the hearing aids on her ears. So I'm going to place these on your ears. You just have to sit quietly. And I want to do this without removing the probe. And let's do the other ear. And the probe came out, so I'm gonna just reinsert that quickly. And she has some tiny ears, so they work very well. All right, so now my patient is set up to speech map. All right, so for these next couple tests, I just need you to sit here quietly. You're gonna hear a carrot passage, and this man's gonna repeat itself talking. You just need to sit forward and face the screen. All right, and we will start now.
A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem and which belongs to the parsley family. Carrots are grown all over the world in gardens and in the wild in the fields. A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem. A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem and which belongs to the parsley family. Carrots are grown all over the world in gardens and in the wild in the fields.
Okay, so now I'm gonna make some adjustments on my computer, which I can go to the fine tuning in Phonak. So we're here and I'm gonna make my adjustments. So it looks like I need to turn up 500. We are on the left right now. Turn those up. I need to turn up 1.5 to 2K. And I need to turn up 3,000 to 4,000. So I'm making my adjustments. And now you're just gonna hear this play one more time again, and it's gonna be the same guy.
A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem and which belongs to the parsley family. Carrots are grown all over the world in gardens and in the wild in the fields.
Okay, so now that you've heard this, you're gonna hear the tone. Same type of voice, it's just gonna be a little bit softer. So I'm gonna go ahead and play.
A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem and which belongs to the parsley family. Carrots are grown all over the world in gardens and in the wild in the fields.
Okay, and you're gonna hear this a little bit louder this time.
A carrot is a long reddish-yellow vegetable which has several thin leaves on a long stem and which belongs to the parsley family. Carrots are grown all over the world in gardens and in the wild in the field.
Okay, so I have finished speech mapping for the soft, average, and loud sounds on the left ear. And now you're gonna hear some loud beeps. If they get uncomfortably loud, let me know, but they shouldn't, all right? Okay, and I can show you my results for the left speech mapping. And there are our results. So now I'm gonna get you unhooked and we can talk about how they're sounding to you. Okay. All right. All right, so now I'm gonna put these on and I want you to tell me how they're sounding to you, all right? So, do they feel too loud? You feel like you can hear your own voice?
Yeah.
You feel like you're in like a barrel? Or do you feel like echoey? How do they sound? A little echoey?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, let me try something here. Okay, I made some adjustments. How does that sound?
A lot better.
A lot better? Great. All right, so now that we've finished meeting these prescriptive targets and they sound okay, it's going to take you some time to get used to the hearing aids, but we can teach you how to take care of them, clean them, put them in and out of your ears, and then we'll do some paperwork at the end. Sound good? Okay.